and this hopefully is helpful for someone listening. It's I compare the fear that they have inside them to moments before they hop on a roller coaster, if they like being on a roller coaster. And what I point out to them is, if you're about to get on a roller coaster, you feel this adrenaline, you feel this excitement, you feel these nerves, but you label it in a positive way. You label it as like, oh, this is going to be so fun. This is going to be awesome. We're going to adrenaline, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You're feeling the same sensations in this moment right now, but you're labeling it as, I'm not capable, as, what if I fail, as, this is going to be hard. And if you switch the labels to, this is opportunity, this is the call to adventure, this is my future self saying, hey, come on, like, we got this. If you label it like that, you can see it with a different perspective. And I find that that's really helpful for people when they realize, oh, I'm just thinking about this a little bit the wrong way.
Right. I mean, going back to being on food stamps, being broke, and just being told no over and over again on interviews, most people wouldn't call that a fun time in their life. I genuinely was like so delusionally positive about the fact that I was sober, I was feeling good, I was in phenomenal shape, I was like shredded to the bone. I'd run out of my house and everyone would be like, "Whoa!" I was getting all this. Anyway, I was so positive about like where I was going that none of that mattered, right? Like that, I still remember that as like some of the most fun times of my life. I didn't even have to work. I wasn't even working, like it was so fun. But um, number four in the hero's journey is meeting the mentor, right? Someone appears, a coach, a teacher, inner voice who gives, the audience, that gives guidance, tools, or belief to start the journey. So for me, I was really heavy on Tim Grover's books, Relentless, that book. Dude, that one book, so they say sometimes you don't need to read, 20, 30 books. That one book changed my life. For anyone else out there who's listening to this, definitely read Think and Grow Rich and Relentless. I have other ones too, but I guess I didn't have an exact mentor. I did, like, one of my managers who ended up firing me he did look at me and he's like, you just make excuses. It's always somebody else but yourself. As a man, you have to take all the responsibility and put the team on your back. It doesn't matter what happens. You're either going to be successful or you're going to be a victim. And like, he looked at me dead in the eyes and told me that. And that's when I realized, like, I was full of shit. Like, okay, like, you have to have a victor mentality and it's always your fault. How do I get better? This is no one's fault but myself, and stop being a victim. And so that was huge. I guess that was number four, meeting the mentor. Crossing the threshold is number five. So the hero steps into the unknown. This is where the growth begins. There's no turning back. And that's a fun part because you're like, there's no turning back. And for me, I started posting online. I started posting myself getting in shape online, sharing what I was up to, like being like, no, I'm not drinking anymore. And I was always posting online. Even when I was drunk, I was like posting all my nights out at the tables and stuff. So that was like crossing the threshold. People started seeing this shift. They started me getting into crazy shape because I had the base. Like, I had a bunch of muscle and I have great genetics. So like, they were like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And so for me, I'm like, oh, there's no going back. Like, everyone's watching now, right? Not what, 15, 2,000 people were watching, but that's a lot of people.